Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to all those who have joined me through Facebook Live as well as through the link supplied to them. So you are all welcome on this channel. The program that we always conduct over here is, the name is Meet the Winners. In this program, I usually call the guest from the different parts of the society, including the academia. Most of my guests have been so far from the academia, which includes the engineers, medical doctors, the social scientists, the industry like the newspapers, editors, as well as some writers, and also some NGO people who are doing social service on the ground level. So far I have brought all these people, but my today's guest is going to be a little different. Okay, I would like to introduce you to him, but before that, I would like to mention the program format. The format of this program is going to be in 3 parts. The first part, in which I will be asking question to my guest, which will go 30 to 40 minutes. After that, I will invite my guest over in audience to ask question to him. And finally, I will conclude, give the concluding remarks, and the program will end up. So without delay, I would like to start the program by introducing our today's guest, but I think I should be mentioning his achievements. That will be going to be the best way to introduce him. So first of all, I would like to give the name of my today's guest. Is Ayatullah, Dr. Ayatullah Faruk Mollah. He is assistant professor and former head officiating of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Aliah University, India. He has completed his doctoral study from Jadavpur, an eminent university in West Bengal, which is Jadavpur University, India. He is a senior member of IEEE USA and life member of the Indian Unit of International Association for Pattern Recognition. All these are international organizations and meant for the highly professional peoples, and he is a part of that. He was a senior software engineer at Atrenta Private Limited, Noida, India. He has also worked with ScanBiz Mobile Solution, Newark, USA. He was awarded a prestigious European Union Erusmus Mundus cLink Fellowship, University Grand Commission Research Fellowship for Meritorious students in science. So this is a great achievement of him, and a postdoctoral fellowship from the University of Warsaw, Poland. So these are the very hard job which he has already accomplished very nicely. So he is actively engaged in research, and this will be proved by that he has done at least more than 100 research papers he has published. Okay, these papers are very has a large number of citations. Has got these papers, which I would like to show you a little later here. You can see over here is the Google Scholar web page over here. He has some prepared. He has published more than about 100 papers. Most important point is the citation index tell 529 citations. This is one of the biggest, his biggest achievements, and he has published all of these papers, which goes around 100. So these are few of his achievements. More we will be able to know when I will discuss to him his achievements. So we will be now, let us go directly and invite him to be directly on turn. You are welcome, doctor. You found time from your busy schedule. Thank you very much to agree and come over here. So you are most welcome, sir. Dr. Faruk.
जी, वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाह। and I am very happy to respond to your call for this online interview. And I hope this is going to be a very nice interaction session. I can see some of my students have joined.
Oh, very good.
Fatima, Rahmatullah, Mustafizur,
Very
Moshidur.
good.
So they are our students. They have joined. I welcome all of them.
Okay, very good. Very good.
And
Very good, sir. So
yeah,
now,
we can,
Doctor,
yeah.
we will be starting our main program by asking questions to you. One of the most important questions that I always ask to all of my guests so far is the family background, which is very important because I'm trying to attract the students who have all of them have the complaints of their family background because their family background not good. So how can they become and achieve these goals through these ones? I just want to let them see that it is not the family background, it is the fire in the belly which makes you and reach to this level. So this is going to be very important for our listener over here. So over to you, Doctor. Please give us your family background a little bit.
Well, you have already given a comprehensive introduction about mine. Now, coming to the family background part, I'd like to state that basically I am from a village in the southern part of West Bengal, in the district of Howrah. It was a very ordinary village, and I hailed from a very ordinary family.
MashaAllah.
My parents didn't cross primary school, but and we had very tough days in the childhood, in my teenage. But Alhamdulillah, with grace of Almighty, I have overcome the challenges and have stepped ahead.
I will request my audiences, those who are joined, please mute your microphone, please. Okay, so unless you are asked to unmute. So very good, Doctor. Now you have taken your primary education from the village, or you shifted for the education to a city like Kolkata or in Howrah. Where have you been doing all of your education up to higher secondary at least?
Yeah, my early education, started with a primary school, government primary school, which was in a neighboring village. Our village didn't have a single education institution at the time. So I had to travel to another village, and I used to attend a primary school. After that, I got admitted into a high school that is also a government high school, approximately 5 kilometers away from my school. And also the purpose was very interesting. The purpose was to support the business of my father.
Oh my goodness! Great.
Because we had a high school which was not very far, within 2 kilometers, I suppose. But I got admitted into a school which was 5 kilometers away from my native place, because I was supposed to buy grocery items for our store.
Yes. Okay,
so right from my very early childhood, I had to support the business of my father. And and after passing my 10th examination, the secondary examination, fortunately, I got the chance to study at Al Amin Mission.
Great.
Yeah, so that time Al Amin Mission had only one branch, the main branch, Khalatpur, in the district of Howrah. So that was, in fact, a great opportunity for me And since then, I
Never
didn't
look
have
back.
to look back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So now you have, since you talked about the Alamin mission, so just let us a little bit talk about this. How do they select the students, and how do you find the environment over there which help you to reach to this level? So this is going to be important for other people. Okay, those who are willing to go and trying to go, they are willing to go. So just give a little bit information about your state in Alan, the Alamin mission.
Alamin Mission is basically a convent school
Hmm.
where uh, students have to stay
Hmm.
and study. The environment in Alamin Mission was really very great, and
Hmm.
even nowadays, in these days also, the environment is really very great. Uh, a very friendly and competitive environment is there.
Excellent.
And what I have found is that even if a student
Hmm.
wants to spoil some time,
Hmm.
wants
Waste his
to
time. Hmm.
yeah, wants to spend some time with friends or with someone in the batch, he won't get
An
he won't
opportunity.
get a friend because everyone is studying so attentively.
Hmm.
We do not we didn't get anyone to gossip, to spend time, to enjoy. So that was one important thing. Second is the motivation
Hmm.
by the people of Al-Amin Mission,
Hmm.
particularly the General Secretary, M. Nurul Islam.
Hmm.
His words were like wonders.
Hmm.
When I clearly remember when he used to deliver talks, when he used to inspire us, we all were so inspired that after his talk, after his lecture,
Hmm.
we remained silent. We directly went
Rooms.
to our study table,
Hmm.
and we used to start reading. And it was and this inspiration used to last for weeks.
Hmm.
After some weeks, the general secretary again used to sit with us and give vocal tonic. We used to call it vocal tonic,
Okay.
and these tonics were really very effective to motivate us and to inspire us
Hmm.
to get involved into studies.
Hmm. So, Doctor, from here, two very important points came up. Number one, that you became like this just because there was such an environment where, like an eagle, you are made to only look the target. So this was the environment which made you to look towards the target alone, and you were bound to do and listen and obey to them. So you mean environment is essential. You accept this one. The second one is also that there are some people whose words are like a tonic for the diseased people, like the Nurul Amin Saab's words were just like a tonic for the inspirations and commitment and making you to put onto the foot to go forward. So this is two important things which everybody, maybe people at home are getting or not getting. I'm not know. They should be looking at this. Are you in the environment where the people inspire you? Are you in the environment where your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your teachers are really inspiring you? So all these are the things to be looked upon and sincerely thought about by the parent and teachers who is watching and will watch this video, because this is extremely important point. Look, where he came from a village, okay, where there is no school even. When he came to this institution, look now where he is. You will come to know right now that he has been awarded by an international IEEE, an organization which are dedicated for the computer development. You will come to know, look where he was and where he is now. So there are some motivational factors which is very important in addition to the money that you spend. So next, doctor, when you mainly in that institute mission, people go for either engineering or for medicine. But it seems that you have chosen to be engineering. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
So, which college you have been chosen when you appear for the exam?
Yeah. I got admitted at Jadavpur University.
What was your rank there? What was your rank at that time?
My rank was 118,
MashaAllah.
118 in WBJEE, West Bengal Joint Entrance Examination. And I studied computer science and engineering from Jadavpur University.
Okay, one more point over here. Okay, so you took this by your choice, computer science, or you were forced to receive it because of the ranking? What was the scenario?
My interest in engineering was evident from my
From the
my
beginning and
childhood.
childhood, yeah.
Yeah, from my school days. Though people around me wanted me to be a doctor.
Yes.
When I appeared in the joint entrance examination in combined mode, I also made a rank in medical, but that was higher. I made 917.
Oh, good, good.
917. But my interest was engineering. So that time I didn't have much idea about computer science, but I only knew that computer science is a new world, and it is coming into the market, and it is gaining huge popularity. So such primary idea, based on such primary ideas, and I also consulted with my seniors,
Yes.
from Alamin Mission. So they suggested that this is really a good stream, and there are good jobs in computer science. So I chose, and later, after studying computer science, I felt that this was really a very good decision, and in fact, I'm very happy to study computer science. And in fact, as I said, people around me wanted me to become a doctor, but I strongly believe that studying computer science gives me more pleasure than to become a doctor.
So you did your undergraduate from Jadavpur University, then you did master degree also from there, and you did research also from Jadavpur?
Yes, in fact, after completing my graduation from Jadavpur, I joined IT industry. I worked there for 2 years. Then I came back to higher studies and completed my integrated PhD from Jadavpur University.
Integrated one, yeah. Okay, great. So when you completed your PhD degree, did you get your job immediately, or you had to wait for?
I completed in 2013, and I was fortunate to get a number of appointments in the same year. And in fact, the story is very interesting. When I completed my PhD, I got a postdoctoral opening from from University of Northumbria, UK. And I also got postdoctoral research offer from University of Iowa, USA. And almost in the same similar time, I was selected at NIT Patna, National Institute of Technology, Patna. And at the same time, I was selected in Aliah University.
MashaAllah.
So yeah, for me, taking the decision was a big challenge. But what I thought that even after completing postdoc, even if it is from a very reputed university like Northumbria or University of Iowa, I have to come back to service. And so I had to reject the postdoctoral opportunities at the time. And I had to think about joining NIT or Aliah. Then I thought which of these two institutes I should join. And then the things that I considered is like, in fact, before completion of my PhD, I used to teach at Aliah University as a guest faculty,
correct.
as a visiting faculty. So what I realized is that the students at Aliah University were more or less, they want to learn. They have
desire to study.
They have desire to study, but not all of them
are getting
enough exposure, are having enough foundation.
Yes.
So মানে ওদের মুখের দিকে যখন তাকাতাম, ওদের চাউনিগুলো যখন দেখতাম, so it gave me a different feeling. And in fact, when I used to enter into the class, they used to convey salam, assalamu alaikum.
So you used to feel great.
Yeah, I used to feel great. And then I thought, whatever I have to give, I should give for this group of students, these students.
Great.
So that was one interesting point.
But alhamdulillah, for your case, you have chosen for different reason, because you were directly got in contact with the students. You felt that you are needed over there, and that for your development, you sacrifice looking at their requirement. So this is again a great thing. Sacrifice not everybody can do. You made it, and you will be blessed, inshallah, better than what you have already left. So from the education point of view, okay, when you join Aliah University, okay, so how many students you used to get at that particular time when you joined over there in this department in Aliah University? People were coming in a large number. There are few, or later on when they start thinking of the trend, they joined the Aliah University. This is also an important point, because I want to let the people feel to go to University, Aliah University. So this information will help them to make a choice.
I think since the very beginning, Aliah University is getting a good number of students.
Yeah. Okay.
Good number of students. And in fact, some of our students are really very bright, very bright, and we are proud of them. These students are at par with premier institutes like Jadavpur University, Calcutta University, or even IITs. And in fact, later they have done masters or PhDs from IITs and many institutes from US.
Yes.
In fact, I remember Oyon Hussein. So he was our alumni. He did BTech from Aliah, and he got admitted in the early days. And then he pursued MS and PhD from, I suppose, Washington State University of USA, and he is now settled in USA. And there are some more students. More stories are there. Asif Irfanullah Mashroom. He passed in the last year, and he is now doing MS in USA. So some of our students are really very bright. We are proud of them, and many students are from average merit. And Aliah University is getting good number of students from the very beginning, because though as a university, Aliah is new. It is founded, I mean, it has got promoted into a university in 2008, but the institute is perhaps the oldest in Asia. If we consider Aliah as an institute, it is perhaps the oldest in Asia. It is founded in 1780 by Warren Hastings, the then British Governor General. So the demand was huge. The second point is Aliah being located in Kolkata, it is getting enough attention among the general public. And the third point is the tuition fees. The cost of study at Aliah is very, very less, very, very
Oh, very
less.
good. This
It
is
is a
very good.
government
Great.
institute, it is very less.
Mm.
So that is why Aliah University is from the very beginning is a destination of
Large number of
meritorious
students.
students, mostly hailing from average background,
Okay, very good.
Muddhavitya Parivar, average background.
And Doctor,
And
nowadays,
nowadays,
sorry to
and
interrupt you.
please,
Nowadays, the
yeah,
students are looking for the placement. So
yes.
how is your placement record in Aliah? This is also one of the important factors because at the end, whatever we did at the end, what about the job? So what's the record?
MashaAllah, from the last 3-4 years,
Yeah.
since we got a permanent placement officer,
Hmm.
the placement record of Aliah is really very, very good and encouraging.
Hmm.
Because before that, we didn't have a permanent training and placement officer.
Yeah.
One faculty member was given additional responsibility for doing so. But since we have a permanent TPO, the placement record is very good. It is encouraging.
Excellent.
And
This is extremely
yeah.
important. This is extremely important. Now come back to the main topic, which many of our students would like to listen from you. And regarding the computer science, it is said that it has a very so many mathematics topics involved over there, mathematics courses, and they are very, very hard. Hard in the sense they are a completely new type of mathematics, not like calculus and statistics always involved, because engineering student doesn't study statistics, but there you have to study statistics and linear algebra. Many things are there. So I would like to know from you that the mathematics involving in computer science, are they really hard? And if it is hard, how the students are coping up? Just a little information about this. This is one of the questions which I'm also interested, because I'm going to ask next question that will be more important. Okay.
It is true that computer science is heavily based on mathematics, statistics, and many other things. So math and stat are like one of the important foundations of computer science. Whether it is hard or easy, that actually depends.
Yes.
So as long as we do not know, we do not understand, it appears to be hard. But as soon as we know about the thing, we understand the thing, it becomes easy. So it's nothing like hard. But what I suppose is, if a student is sincere, even if he or she is not having good merit, if he or she is sincere, and if he or she studies sincerely the math, the stat, and the other subjects of computer science can be easily grasped. And when they would relate the things with real applications, with practical applications, and many of which are around us, many of applications are already, we are surrounded with many applications of computer science. So when we can relate the things that we are studying in the classes with practical applications that are being used, that are coming, and that are yet to come, so then things will be very, very interesting. They will enjoy, they will have the taste of, they will have the real taste of computer science.
So, Doctor, as you mentioned over here, that it's going to be very interesting. But as of for now, previously there was IT, there was software, there networking, okay, many things there. Then why did computer science as a subject is developed? And if it is so, then what actually we mean by computer science? This is, as I come to know, computer science is still evolving its own definitions. Computer science is not a single alone subject. It is amalgamation of many, many things. I think you will be properly explaining this, okay, for our students and audience.
You see, computer science has evolved. Computer science and engineering has mostly evolved as a curriculum in the decade of 90s. Before
Yes.
that, computer science was not taught as a separate discipline, as a separate program.
Mm.
So computer science was taught as part of electronics engineering, electronics
Correct.
communication engineering. And even if we go back, electronics were taught as part of electrical engineering.
Yes.
So it is like electrical engineering, then we have electronics engineering, then we have computer science and engineering, and there are many specialization in computer science and engineering, like what you said, the networking, the software
IT.
engineering, the VLSI,
Yes.
data science, machine
Mm.
learning, artificial intelligence. So
Mm.
these are like different specialization.
Mm. Mm.
So all these actually belong to the computer science and engineering.
Very good. Now, as you said, Doctor, that it is the one of the main part which everybody is listening from every side. It is being bombarded. The data science, data science, data science. Everybody is talking about the data science, and data science is serving the purpose of not only the engineering. It is also the serving purpose for health management, business. Everywhere this data science is working. And with the help of AI, IoT, Internet of Things, and all these, they are going to make a revolutionary change in the topic of study, subject of study, and application in the real life. So just in brief, just explain all these what I am talking about, that how this is going to bring a change in the 21st century, when it will be at the peak of the development of the computer science.
That's a very interesting point you have
Yeah.
raised. You see, and in fact, many students have joined.
Yes.
Data science is not something very recent and very new.
Mm.
The things that are covered in data science, that are
Mm.
taught, that are worked in data science, existed since the last 30 years, last 40 years. But the term data science has become popular in the recent years.
Correct.
The main thing, the main aspect that lies in data science is the information science and engineering, processing data, processing information for various meaningful purpose. And that's a very core thing. And there are different methods. There are
Mm.
very different. There are a lot of methods, and in fact, such methods are still evolving. A lot of
Yes. Yes.
methods are coming. So data science is still being enriched, and a lot of new computational models are coming. And data science and the techniques, related techniques like ML and AI are being increasingly applied in almost every field, not
Mm.
many, in almost every field, whether it is physics, whether it is chemistry, whether it is any branch, medicine, data science and computational techniques are being increasingly applied. And in fact, in the very near future, computer science is, many of the computational, many of the contents of computational sciences and engineering are going to be studied, going to be applied in many problems. And the time that we have ahead is really tremendous. We are going to have smart home. We are going to have wearable computing devices. We are going to have many sensors around, have and such information are going to be stored in information cloud, and we will be constantly interacting. We are already constantly interacting with the cloud, and when we are disconnected with the cloud, in fact, we feel very isolated with the world. So the
Yes.
situation, the kind of civilization we are going to have is tremendously different from now, and we are really going to be surrounded with high velocity of information. Let me give you an interesting example to, I mean, this is a bit difficult for the beginners. I can give an interesting example. Suppose a fish lives in water in a pond.
Yes, correct.
Likewise, we are living in waves. We are living in waves.
Correct.
We cannot visualize, but unknowingly, bytes, I mean, megabytes, gigabytes of information are constantly flowing in a wireless way, uh, constantly flowing around us. So we are living in waves. Okay, and this is going to be even going to be very intense in near future.
Correct. Doctor, as I just want to show here, where did it go? I was just showing here. Yeah, look at this is the listed below are the top new technology trends in 2023. And these are all due to the computer science. Like number one, computer power, smart devices, datafications, artificial intelligence, machine learning, extended reality, digital trust, 3D printing, genomics, new energy solutions, robotic process automations, edge computing, quantum computing, virtual reality and augmented reality, blockchain, Internet of Things, 5G, cybersecurity. All these are the byproduct of the computer science and mathematics. All these are joint applications of computer science with mathematics is going to happen. Why I showed this one, because today what those students who are watching, they should know from now that what is the store for them after 4 years when they will pass the computer science. Because this is what was happening and not happening before, because that technology is changing very fast. Maybe what you chose as an important subject, okay, now after 4 years it will become less important. So you should be very well informed about the future that you choose. Like I know that in 2009, when my son was going to study engineering, at that time I was still convinced that the basic core engineering is going to be very important. And the core engineering, civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, these were in my side. And I gave my son to study, both the study, one mechanical engineer and electrical engineer. Now, after when they passed, after 4 years, all of these are out of business. There are no job in mechanical engineer, a very less job in electrical engineering, because IT sector has developed in such a way that all the people who are studying engineering, they are getting involved in IT sector. But my son, he got in the IT sector job. He didn't like to go there, and he suffered a lot. He came over here, he got the job. Later on, he studied the data science, and now he is working in Singapore, and one is already managing over here in mechanical engineering. So why I'm talking about this, and why I showed you all this one, that today's students should be very well aware of the future trend. And also, they should be knowing what kind of job is going to be redundant. There are many service-oriented jobs, are taken up by artificial intelligence. You will not find any driver anymore. You will not find a banker anymore. There are many jobs which is not, you are not going to get it. They are going to be redundant very soon. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that people must be very much aware of the job they are going to choose. This is extremely important. Okay, so here where there are some jobs which I'm showing. I think it's I've just mentioned better to speak you all. You should be very well aware, due to the computer science, due to the data science, many job is going to be not in the picture. You are not going to be implied in that. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. This is for the students. Now I'd like to ask one more question before I allow my audience to ask question to you. That after talking about, we talked about the computer science, we talked about what is computer science, we talked about this importance, we talked about the futures. I would like to now you give your personal suggestion to the students. What you would like to tell them about your course and other course also, honestly, which is going to be more important, so that they make proper decision, because this is very, very important these days. Things are changing very, very fast. So if the student doesn't go to the lab, the main make a proper choice of the subject, they will be running with great trouble. So over to you, sir. Just give them some proper advice regarding your course and any other course which is more competent than this. And if it is that, why it is that? So give me them proper information, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, that's very interesting area to explore. What I do believe is that engineering is a very nice option for career, for profession. If someone wants to get established in short period of time, the best route is to study engineering.
Very
if
good.
a student studies engineering,
Very
he or she is going to be placed in 4 years, in just
correct.
4 years.
Very good. Yes.
And to my understanding, there is no other course which can give placement in so short period of time in such extent. So that's one point. The second part is regarding the market. Many people have confusion regarding market of engineering. What I repeatedly say is that market or job prospect was never bad for bad students. Job prospect was always good, was always bright for bright students.
Right, right.
Okay. So there was recession, there was many ups and downs, but if a student is competent, if a student studies from a reputed university, the reputation of university matters, and the competency of the student also matters. If a student studies from a less reputed college, even if it is not reputed at all, but if he or she can prove competency, he or she is going to be absorbed. Whether the market is good or bad is not a matter of consideration at all. So for competent students, for bright students, the market was never bad, and I hope it will never be bad for them. So if a student really desires to study engineering, he or she can study with great satisfaction and with great encouragement. And success is bound to come by the grace of Almighty Allah.
Very good.
Success is bound to come. So that is one important suggestion I must share. The third thing is regarding the discipline, computer science and engineering. Computer science and engineering is a wonderful discipline. Because in this discipline, what we study is, nowadays the hardware part is getting less importance, because the hardware part is being taken, even many of the hardware parts are being taken care of by software. For example, the electronic design automation, the design of devices, devices are also being done by softwares. For example, optimization of logic in many devices are just being done through principles of compiler design, the principles of optimization, and the last stage is the hardware. Okay, the very design of the device. So in the software part, things are very wonderful. We cannot directly see the softwares like we cannot see the soul of ours. So similarly, we cannot see the software, but softwares are the soul of
All computers.
entire things, computers, and even in the coming days, these invisible softwares are going to regulate almost everything in our life, even our thought process, how we will think, how we will react, how we will behave, and how we will dress, what sort of food we will have. Almost everything is going to be regulated through this information, through this invisible information processing.
Correct.
And for, of course, I mean, behind this, there are very intelligent algorithms. There are intelligent data processing techniques. So studying computer science will give you opportunities to know about such and such techniques, such and such algorithms, and will give you tools, languages, the programming languages to implement your ideas. Okay, you will have, many of the students will come up with their own ideas, and computer science will give you the very convenient programming languages. In fact, the high level programming languages and the interpreters like Python, like MATLAB, and with that you can easily design your applications.
Correct.
So this is really a very interesting discipline which deals with many of the applications that will fulfill the living of mankind.
Requirement of the time, whatever the requirement of the day, it is going to be fulfilled by computers.
Fulfilled by computer science, yes, the information processing. Yeah.
So very good, doctor. Here is the bad news for those nowadays. The physics sir, biology sir, and mathematics sir, they are very popular. They are earning a lot of money. They should be aware of that. Mathematics, with the help of the computer science, they are going to develop a software. You give them question, they will give you the answer. You don't need any physics sir. You don't need mathematics that is going to happen very soon. So you don't know what type of change this mathematics and computer science is going to bring in your life. You are still unaware. Now the people who just teaches the students and feel himself great, computer science is going to do in a fingertips, write the question, post, just copy and paste the question, and you are going to get the solutions. And which never was possible, and is going to happen very soon. Mathematics itself is in danger due to the computer science. And in the sense that all these, what the students were looking for, will be no more a problem. New mathematics will develop. So new mathematics, because their situation demands, mathematics come to the rescue of the people. Mathematics is doing what? Mathematics is solving the problem of the physicians, the doctors, engineers, every other branch. Okay, they are putting their problem to the mathematician. Mathematics is giving them the solutions, and collaboratively they are moving forward. So those problems which we are feeling hard is going to be nothing within a few times. And don't be afraid that mathematics is going to become a language of universal language. The scientists are working, mathematics is going to be the universal language, and you don't notice it. Of 30% work has already been done. Many things are being done in mathematically, you don't know. Anyway, so you gave a very, very important information, doctor. But there is one small thing, like your research interest. I have seen you have been working for the mobiles and all that, too many things, a little bit, at least for the students who are really students, they will come to understand the future prospect, what was the topic they should also do research on. So for the information of the students, I would like to ask you a question, your research interest area.
Before coming into the research part, I would like to add, I'd like to make some addition with your comments regarding mathematics. It is true that with the introduction of many computational techniques and models, many mathematical problems are being solved easily. That is true. But in addition to that, I believe that mathematicians are now trying to address more and more complex problems.
Yes.
So when they are able to analyze many mathematical things with the help of computational tools and techniques, they are picking up more and more difficult problems. I personally know
Zero knowledge. Zero knowledge.
some mathematicians,
Yeah.
but they are, in fact, for them, computer science tools and techniques are like additional power to
Yes.
mathematics. So as far as research is concerned, mathematics, I don't think that mathematics uh, uh, is losing its prospect. Rather, mathematics can now pick up more and more complex problems and solve.
No, I'm talking about the existing mathematics which the people are finding very hard and do.
Yeah, I agree.
These will be a piece of cake after some time. Now the
I
new
agree.
one,
I agree
like,
with you. Your view.
yeah, when I was just watching a clips, the zero knowledge, and he's saying that you give me the problem, okay? I will give you the solution, but I will not tell you how I did solve. But and this is what is working a lot, and this is called zero knowledge. All the mathematicians have developed it. Once this is possible, the data science problem will become very simple. Like from the data, you want this one, okay, I will give you from the solution, which you, and I will convince you also that my solution is correct, but I will not give you how did I get that one. That is called zero knowledge, and people are mathematicians are working on this. And if this happen, many unsolved problems will be solved in just like that one. They're trying to popularize this, okay, and it will happen very soon. So, Doctor, come to your choice of research choice.
Yeah, coming to the research part, my early research areas were mostly confined into image processing.
Image processing,
and,
yeah, good.
pattern recognition. And gradually I expanded my research areas, and I worked in computer vision, I worked in data science, I worked in artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And recently I'm also working in bioinformatics.
Oh, mashallah, very good.
Bioinformatics. And I'm also doing some investigations in medical image analysis. So these are some of my areas. And we have some interesting contributions also. We developed some data sets. We developed some methods that have been released for research and academic purpose.
In
That have been
image
published.
processing, Doctor, you are using too much linear algebra, right?
Yeah, we use linear algebra
For transformations of the images by using the matrices. Linear algebra is at the core of this image processing. Have you been using Mat? Because you might be using MATLAB without recognizing that. You are using MATLAB, right?
Yes, we have used many transformations in following linear algebra and following some nonlinear operations also. Yeah.
Correct. Doctor, finally, regarding your award that you recently received. So just please let the people know about the award that you received. This is the final question. Then I will ask my audience to ask you a question. Okay. Sir, your award that you received recently from IEEE.
Recently, I was promoted as a senior member of IEEE USA. For information of students, I would like to add that IEEE.
Tell them about IEEE is what also. Tell them.
Yes. IEEE is a body is a world is a renowned body of international repute, meant for engineering, okay, particularly electrical, electronics, and computer engineering. And students who have studied computer science, they will know that IEEE has many contributions in engineering applications. IEEE has developed a number of standards, a number of protocols that are already being used. So it is really a world-class organization. Becoming a member is not really difficult. Anyone
Yes.
having certain criteria can become a member, but a member can be upgraded to senior member
From associate and senior.
based on a number of factors like experience, professional achievements, contributions, and there are some more considerations. So based on that, a member is elevated to senior member, which I have obtained. The next level is fellow. Okay, fellow is the highest grade IEEE offers. And if someone is an IEEE fellow, I mean, it is really, a very prestigious honor that one can have in engineering, particularly in electronics or computer science. So before fellow, the second highest is the senior membership, which I have been elevated.
Well, doctor, if you start participating in many programs and come into the light of the organizations, I have seen, I have my friend who has become the what you are talking about, the final one. He is organizing so many conferences and getting popularity like anything. So, and just you have to be actively involved in the conferences where they go, and there are people. It needs also recommendations. You have to come into there is a body. If you come into the light of in their light, so they will recommend you, and you will become, and you have to show some activities over there that they fix for you. So many students involvement activities, so many research activities. So if you just do them, I think it's not very difficult for you to achieve, because your academic career is very excellent. Inshallah, hope you will be getting that as well. Now it is the time. It is the time for the audience to ask your question to our professor, Ayatullah Faruk Mollah sir. Anyone from audience? Students, come forward and ask questions. Hello, Tania Sahana, are you there? Wasim Akhtar, Rahmatullah, Nusrat Warisia, Muhammad Mashidur Rahman, come on, ask your question.
In fact, they are our students.
Yeah.
So whatever questions they have, they might have already consulted with me.
No issue, but I want to listen. Actually, I'm trying to listen from the students' mouth to judge them how they are. So it will be your parent will be happy to see you talking to the professor in such a meeting. So come forward. Let your parent feel good. Okay, you are asking the teacher in the college is okay, but here, if you ask the question in the public meeting like this, then your parent will be very happy that my son is at the right place. Manzoor Ahmad, Fatma Rahman. Okay, no issue, no problem. If you don't want to ask, okay. There is something. Yes, come on. Muhammad Arif, are you going to ask question? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
My question is, what is
First
the future?
Introduce yourself. First introduce yourself, who you are.
Myself is Muhammad Arif Hussain. I have completed my BTech from Aligarh Muslim University.
Okay.
Right now, I am working as a zonal IT manager, infrastructure in Poonawalla, FinCorp Limited.
Okay, good.
So I was also getting the call from the different agency for the data science. And my question is, what is the future of data science in India? That is in abroad, there is a lot of vacancies are coming, but how long it will be there in India? Suppose someone is getting the certification from the institute, so how we can get a longevity in as a career in the coming age?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very nice question. The future, the career prospect in data science. To my understanding, data science, career in data science is really very prospective in India as well. Because in India, I mean, through my interactions with people in the industries, I come to know that they are also trying to incorporate artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics, and in short, they are trying to put intelligence into different functional modules of their applications. In early days, it was not the situation was different. Most of the things were like hard coded, and things were very much defined, and a kind of procedure was followed to solve the problems. But now almost in all sorts of applications are trying to put some kind of intelligence, incorporating data science and other things. And in fact, that is needed, and that gives them business. When they will say to the vendors, to the clients, that their application is intelligent, their application can actually operate intelligently, so that will give them business. So in India also, data science is being increasingly popular, and in near future, data science will remain popular. Okay, I cannot see any reason to saturate data science, at least in near future.
I would just like to add a little bit to Arif. Look, think about the scientific development regarding the physics, chemistry, and all that has reached to a very high level, and due to the introduction of computer, the research that used to take place for the years together, due to this, so many software is happening very fast. But what is important now, the whole world is concentrating upon information like the business, everything at the end up to business. So if a scientist develop a machine, it has to be sold out. Okay, if a scientist is making any sort of things, has to be sold out. So this that and selling thing out, there is a two important thing. Like you can understand everything from the data, and one of the most important point is the behavior of the customer. And this is extremely important. Behavior of the customer, you cannot understand without going and observing a lot of data. So that's why the scientists are directly involving and going back to trace out all the information, and data mining and all these has come. It will never stop, because the other part of the research is going to be very easy through the artificial intelligence and computer science, and there are so many softwares. But this information, and you are also going to be benefited. Information technology is also going to be benefit equally from the data science. And don't mind, there is one thing nowadays. Nowadays, there is one important thing has come up in the learning process. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is now the mode of the study, and you have to keep going on. And now, after some time, your academic degree is going to be no more used. They will give you a problem, and they will ask you how you will solve this problem. So your certificate course that you are doing, which you are thinking that is going to be of no use, it might help you at that time. So keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Don't think that your certificate is going to be irrelevant. Never. This is what the mathematician, not mathematician, scientists want the people to run, unlearn, and relearn. Whatever you have learned, forget it. Then relearn it. Then you will get new things. And that's what is whole world is going through that one. So thank you very anybody else after listening question from me, anybody got inspired? Otherwise I will conclude my program here. So I will just give a few concluding remarks before I end. Through our discussions, I could manage to find three very important basic things. The one important basic thing is that whether you live in the village, you are poor or you are rich, ultimately what you need to reach this level is the fire in your belly. You must have the desire to learn. If you have desire to learn, and if I talk Islamically, so I say that the ghurbat, the poverty is not a lanat, it is a sunnat of Rasulullah. Poverty is, ghurbat is not a lanat, but it is a sunnat of Rasulullah. So if you think like this one, so ghurbat is not, poverty is not going to be obstacle in achieving the success, which is, I think I have taken so much 29 interviews. Majority of them, except one or two, have come from the very poor background, and they have achieved this. So poverty is not a problem for the one who want to achieve, do something in life. So it has been also proven by listening to the family background story of Professor Mollah. The second thing that Professor said, that the computer science as a course is going to be going to be more important and job oriented study. So he is suggesting the students to come to and select this if they get this course when they are doing what you call counseling. In the counseling, they must not reject it, they should accept it. The third thing finally, just which I come to understand from the discussion of the professor, is that success you get has to be maintained. Consistency is to be learned. His achievement of writing 100 research paper, and that too in a peer-reviewed journal, and journal like IEEE is one of the topmost journals where they should submit, and the research of the people is recognized by the number of recitations. I have seen that he has been doing a great research. He has been a great research fellow, and he is producing a very, very good research papers, of which 528 people have recited him, taken his idea and moved forward. So this is actually his achievement. If you want to be recognized, you want to be acknowledged, you want to be awarded, then you have to keep doing like what Professor has been doing. Produce a large number of research papers. Without research, we are being told very, very often, publish or get perished. So if you are going to join any university and as the professors, then you have to continue publishing. If you don't publish, you are perished. So with all these final concluding remark, I will thank once again to Professor Ayatullah Faruk Mollah, who agreed within a very short time. I did not know him long time. Just recently, after I saw his name published in Bengali newspaper, I read over there. Then I immediately contacted. I must felicitate him by taking his interview, and for Alhamdulillah, he agreed. He agreed to my call. I'm really very thankful to you, because you people are having a lot of work, okay, pending, and you managed to find the time. So God bless you for accepting my offer, and hope that, and I pray that you continue to get more success and honor in your life. And also I will be thanking to all the participants who participated. They also are there. Nobody is nowadays useless. Everybody is busy. You gave me time to come over here and watch all this program. So God.
Assalamu alaikum.
Anybody else want to ask question? Okay, come forward.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Yes.
This is Mayanur Hassan from West Bengal, India.
Okay,
I'm a student
put your
of
camera on,
India.
sir. We'd like to see you.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Put your camera on. We would like to see you. If you can. If not, you can ask question. That way.
Okay.
If it is a problem, okay, you can ask us question. Yes, sir. Are you there? Okay, sir. Just ask your question. Hello? Hello?
He is muted.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, sir. You can ask question. No need for camera. Yes.
Actually, sir, I just want to know that my question is not related with technology. Actually, I just want to know that how will we inspire or motivate the coming generation, especially the underdeveloped community like us, or underdeveloped location, especially in villages, who does not have any guess about technology.
Oh.
How will we make them understand,
Yeah,
especially to our community, that we need to go for it or we need to understand it?
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. We understand your question. Doctor, you would like to answer them?
Yeah, maybe you will add something at the end.
Yes, yes.
Well, you see, what I realize is that motivation is the key factor. If a student is motivated, he himself will run. Instead of walking, he or she himself will run. And the core aspect of motivation is creating interest into the subject. As a teacher, if I can create interest about the subject I am teaching, the student will learn the subject. The student will develop interest and will learn. So that's one interesting part I have noticed in my professional journey. The second is giving them an outlook towards the world of engineering and towards career in engineering, that what are the prospects, and for getting placements, what approach they should follow. Besides studying well, besides doing well in the very defined curriculum, they should be given proper outlook, proper orientation, proper directions. The third thing is, apart from the very defined curriculum, there are a lot of technical activities, technical events, wherein students should be encouraged to participate and to contest. For example, the programming contest, and in fact, programming Olympiad. Many students, and in fact, many people associated with engineering do not know that Olympiad is even conducted in programming. Okay. So programming Olympiad is a very interesting option, not just sports or gymnastics. In programming also Olympiad is conducted. Many other programming contests by different institutes like IITs in India, in the context of India, and even by many institutes in West Bengal, like Jadavpur University, even in many private institutes also, many programming contests, many other technical contests are often conducted. Best projects, robotics, and many contests are conducted. And many international workshops, many international seminars, research conferences take place in Kolkata, in West Bengal, in various parts of India. Our students should be encouraged to take part in these events. That will actually give them a greater exposure into the subjects and the study. That will give them good exposure with the students of other institutes, and that will give them an understanding about where they are,
Mhm.
and
Where they have to go.
and how competent they are.
Mhm.
So where they have to go. So these are certain things which we should.
Yes, yes, doctor. Lagging.
In
Hello,
order
yes,
to
doctor.
motivate them,
Yeah.
in order to boost them, for the future.
Okay, brother, I would like to, before I finish it, can I know you? You are a parent, or you are a teacher, or a society members, who you are, then I will be answering accordingly.
Sir, I'm a student of Aliah University, M.Tech student.
Oh, Aliah University, M.Tech.
That's right, yeah. Sir, well, one more thing, just I want to know.
Yeah.
As we
What
are
is your good name? What is your good name?
This is Mainul Hassan.
Mainul Hassan. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful name. But why have you
Uh,
written Redmi Note 5?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just.
Anyway, Moilan, ask. I will answer.
Yes,
it.
sir. One more thing that actually, how will you get more closer to Almighty Allah through the help of our journey with the science and technology?
Okay. You are going.
How-
Okay, just 2 minutes. Okay, we'll finish, and then if you want to discuss more, we will be
Yes, sir.
talking more in detail. But it is very simple. I tell you a great thing. Just a minute, okay? Just have a 1 minute. I will show him. 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Okay, so just a minute. I tell you now one thing, that rich and poor, rich and poor, rich and poor, rich. I cannot write now. Anyway, I will show you. Just a minute. Sorry for this. I just show you now. It's not working now. Okay. Just listen to me. There is a rich and poor. If you cannot define rich without knowing the poor, and you cannot define the poor without knowing the rich. Am I right? Are you with me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now there is a deen and dunya. Can you define deen without understanding dunya? Tell me what is deen. Remove dunya. There is no concept of deen. There is no concept of deen without knowing dunya. So to understand deen, you have to know first dunya. You got my point?
Yeah.
Only thing what you have to do is to include in all your works that you do in this dunya by knowing what Allah wants from you at this point of time. Only one thing. Whatever work you do in this dunya, only ask yourself, at this point of time, whatever I'm going to do, Allah wants from me what? And if you do accordingly, this is completely deen, brother. It's not dunya. You understand me? Anything you do is in this dunya, okay, is 100% deen. Just involve the will of Allah. Just involve will of Allah. You do everything what the deen tell you, what Prophet Muhammad's process is, what Allah says in Quran. Do everything. This is complete deen. You don't have to make excessive exercise for doing something in deen. Whole dunya is your deen. Did you understand me? What I just give you very brief and very to the point. Very to the point. Okay. So this is the main point. If you are doing something correct by the will of Allah, all the deeds that you do in dunya is deen, believe me.
Yeah.
And I will tell you one thing more. Dal ya nu. This makes deen. Dunya makes what? Just change it. Dal nu ya alif.
Yeah.
If you change the dunya to the deen perspective, dunya become deen with the will of Allah. With the will of Allah. Alif is Allah. And deen and dunya is just change it. Change the dunya word to the deen, and by the grace of Allah, it become deen. I hope I make you understand. Don't get puzzled. Don't think excessively. This is so simple. I think I made you clear. And if you still didn't understand, you will talk to me later on, because other people are waiting for to finishing. I think I made you clear. Are you okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it.
So don't feel sorry about anything. Just find that what I'm doing is it what Allah says to me to do, and then it is deen.
Yeah.
It's not like change the position, change your dress, and make a wudu and do this. No, it's at that point of time what Allah says you do according to Him, and that's become. You open a window, right? Every house has a window. You open it for the air. But if you make intention that not only air, I will also be able to listen adhan, which will come through the window. It become deen.
Yeah.
You understand? It become deen, brother.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly, so simple. Everybody has the light outside his house. Okay, you need it. If you don't put light in front of you, your children might fell down. But if you feel it's not only my son, if the people who will walk around will get benefit of this, it become deen.
Yeah.
So you don't have to make extra effort. Okay, this is deen. All the dunya is deen. If dunya were not, how the deen were there? Dunya has to first come first, then you will think about deen. People are thinking opposite. You live in dunya, then deen will come. If you're not living in dunya, how deen will come? Okay, so I think I made my point clear. Now I'm again thanking all the people who still patiently listening to me. I'm really, really thankful to them. Now I will be with